Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another installment of us reacting to stuff. I'm with my beautiful co-host, Sarah.
Hello.
That was the nicest way I've ever introed you, wasn't it?
It was very nice.
Shut up! A lot of people say that I'm mean to Sarah, but I'm really not. I just want to say I love you very much.
Aww.
Moving on now. Okay, so we've done a lot of reaction videos in the past, and these will be soon going away on my channel. The second link in the description will be a link to another channel, which we are going to continue these on because I still want to do them. I think they're fun. Today, we're going to be reacting to Michelle Khare, trained like a NASA astronaut. She has a production crew, and she has some really good videos on YouTube. I'm a fan of her because she makes some quality content. I mean, she gets the views. She knows the YouTube algorithm like the back of her hand. So we're going to be reacting to her training like a NASA astronaut. So sit back, relax. Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace, and at the end of the video, I'll be speaking a little more about them. So you ready?
Let's roll.
We're wanderers from the beginning, bounded only by the earth and the sky. The frontier was everywhere.
That Navy jet?
I
The intros are always the best. Now that would be cool.
That was cool.
Yeah. Underwater.
4, 3, 2, 1.
To undiscovered lands and new worlds.
There we go.
You excited? So
What's
this,
up, guys? I am here in
I was going to say this video is probably going to get flagged. So
NASA
if you're
because I am
watching
gonna be
this,
training
Michelle
like an
Khare's
astronaut.
production team or whoever owns the
I am
footage,
terrified of outer space.
please
The thought of
don't
being strapped into
copyright
a
us.
rocket and being launched into a dark abyss, absolute no. Hell no. Space, for me, is the epitome of all of my greatest fears. The
Space is like the
unknown,
weirdest
being
thing
alone,
ever.
Dying like George Clooney in Gravity, which
It's crazy.
honestly doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why Sandra Bullock couldn't have just
I've
pulled
never
on the
seen that
line and
movie,
brought
so.
it
Me
back
either.
to Earth, but it was a great movie regardless. That exact scene is my literal nightmare. I have that nightmare.
I guess
at
we need to
least
watch that
once a
movie.
month. I have nothing but utmost
Yeah.
respect for astronauts because of the years of physical and mental training they endure.
Actually, I
Why
interviewed an
not? If I can
astronaut
get a taste
Thursday,
of this training,
and
maybe it'll
it's
help me
the video
overcome
behind
some
this
of
one.
my fears
It'll be
further. So this week we're gonna
on my
see if I
channel.
have
It's
the
already
right
up.
stuff to be an astronaut.
Pretty cool.
Challenge accepted.
My name's Megan Sumner. I'm a public affairs specialist here at Johnson Space Center. It is very competitive to become an astronaut. In 2017, which was our latest astronaut selection, we had over 18,000 people apply
Holy
and 12
moly.
people were selected.
12
So
people.
it's
Would
pretty
you be an
hard.
astronaut?
Going to space is a pretty unique and amazing
18,000
experience.
people
You get to
apply and only
view the
12
Earth.
got
You can
from
barely
the
even
vantage
survive
point
on
of
land. I
space,
don't know
which
how
not
you'd
many
survive
people
in
get to
space.
view.
I
But
could be an
during
astronaut.
long-duration missions, when they're living in space for 6 months, they work out 2 hours a day.
That's their deadlift
and
thing.
don't get to shower for 6 months. They have to take pretty much sponge baths. When
Oh
they
my
go
God, you
out
don't
on
get to
spacewalk
shower?
No.
for 6 hours, that is an extremely challenging activity. They don't get to eat. They don't go to the bathroom. I don't think Michelle understands.
They don't go to
how
the bathroom for
difficult
6
some of
months.
The training that she'll get
That's-
into
No, I'm just
is.
kidding.
But before we went to Houston, we actually started our training here
That's
in
right up the road,
California
Chino.
at the Chino Airport. Steve, it's so
I think
nice
we've
to
actually
meet
been
you.
there
I'm
on a
really
helicopter.
excited and
No, that's
also
not
slightly terrified to fly this plane today.
Terrified, why? It's safer than driving on the road.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Safer than
Okay.
driving on the road.
Astronauts have to be trained
might be.
in the T-38 jets. That is really so that they are put in a real life situation. And if something goes wrong, then there are real consequences.
We're gonna fly L-39 Albatros
Would you say this is
That's a
the
small jet.
closest experience I could have
without the
flying?
T-38.
Yeah.
Yes. Probably we're gonna have about 6 Gs.
Astronauts have to train themselves
Ooh, that's
to
a
be
decent
able
amount.
to withstand the forces that they're under in a
Yeah.
rocket going to space. Flying a jet and going upside down and experiencing lots of G's is the best way to do that. I was kind of personally under the impression we were gonna go in the sky and maybe like just do a loop-de-loop. When Steve started going through our plan for the flight, he just kept going.
The first maneuver gonna be a roll. After that,
She looks
we're
nervous.
gonna
She looks
do a barrel
nervous.
roll. If
I would
everything
be
go
nervous
right,
too.
we're
Look
gonna
at
make
it.
a full loop. Takes about 30 seconds.
She's like, I'm gonna throw up. I would throw up. Like, here we go.
When I think of going to space, one of the most terrifying parts of it for me is being launched. Experiencing a bit of what this is like will maybe quell some of those fears for me. I have never experienced what multiple G's feel like, so that sensation will be different and new, and I'm a little bit nervous about it. Apparently, a lot of people black
She's like,
out. Steve went over in our briefing how to eject myself from the plane.
Have you ever experienced a
I
G?
don't have to use that piece
No.
of new knowledge.
Only G you've ever gotten is right here.
So what's really fun as well as very scary about a jet like this is that when you're in a commercial plane, you only have one small window, and it seems like the Earth is kind of moving slowly underneath you. In this, you can see everything around you. It felt just like a movie. It was so beautiful up there. I felt pretty good on the takeoff, and within 20 seconds, we were taking hard turns.
Oh my god.
That would be fun. It's not so bad.
I thought there'd be
Oh
a
my
little
God.
bit more to warm up, but we dove right
She
in.
is so
Wow,
brave.
this feels so badass.
I didn't know that.
What the?
I like that land though. They're getting pretty close.
It's basically like a roller coaster on crack.
There was this moment
great.
when we were free falling where I actually felt very calm.
What does that mean, free fall?
Free falling? Where you're going down enough to balance out gravity. Right there.
It's like time stopped.
Oh, so they're upside down so
Yeah.
high?
Yeah.
Holy moly, now that would be kind of cool.
No. They'd still have gravity,
Uh-huh.
but the way that they're. Oh, she threw up.
Yikes. I don't blame her. I mean, that looks pretty intense.
Everybody throws up, it seems like. Dude,
Austin, you would totally throw up
no,
too.
I wouldn't.
That was completely insane.
Sorry.
You are a badass. I'm really good with like theme parks and roller coasters.
Yeah.
That was unlike anything I've ever experienced.
So now that we have literally dove headfirst into this training, I'm
Seriously, how
excited to
crazy.
continue at NASA in Houston.
Houston.
This girl gets to freaking go to NASA.
That's pretty
I
cool.
can't even get
Today we're
videos
in the
approved.
Neutral Buoyancy Lab.
No, I'm
This
just
is where we
kidding.
do spacewalk training with our astronauts.
Don't
we
put that
have
in there.
mock-ups of almost the entire space
I am gonna
station
put that in
underwater.
there.
This is the most similar you can get to
It was just a
actually doing
joke.
spacewalk.
It's so crazy that they like recreated what's up there down here.
We have a Japanese astronaut,
Wow.
Kimiya Yui, and a NASA astronaut, Stan Love, that have suited up now. They're in their spacesuits. They're getting ready to go in the water and start their dive for the day.
That's pretty cool.
The suit doesn't look very comfortable.
Yes.
How heavy is the suit?
The suit weighs about 250 pounds, so it is extremely heavy. Of course, in space and even in the pool here, they're weightless, and so they don't feel that weight. The suit has to be multiple layers
That's
to
cool.
protect them from
Wow.
micrometeorites,
That is
radiation,
really, really
from
cool.
Micrometeorites?
temperature changes. So it's really their mini space shuttle.
So this moment, is this simulating
Look
the
at them.
moment where
Oh
the
my
door
gosh.
opens?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Pretty much, they get into the airlock when they're in space, and that's a pressurized module. That is where they would do what they did here, which was getting the spacesuit on. And then once they open the door, that will be like getting into the pool.
When I was interviewing Christopher Cassidy, he said the most favorite place he's ever been is right outside of the International Space Station, just looking down on Earth in the spacesuit.
If they can get like a cable passed through one part of the truss segment to the other part of the truss segment. The second part of it, they're going to be using the articulated arm to do replacements of a part in this part of the truss segment over here.
Oh, are
And
they
then
trying to
the
like fix
third
it or
part of the
something?
day,
Yeah.
they're going to be building a new piece of equipment. that's
'Cause
gonna
they
be
have
on
to-
the space station as well.
They
They're
add
out there
pieces
for
onto the
6
International Space
hours.
Station.
Do they go to the bathroom?
That's how
They
they
can go to
they
the
send pieces up there
bathroom.
one
They
at a
have
time. That's how they build
maximum
onto it.
absorption garments, which is pretty much a diaper.
Wait.
This
What
is
did she just
peak
say? The
fear
maximum
and discomfort
wear
at the
diapers,
same
basically?
time.
Yeah.
I'm Karen Nyberg. I'm an astronaut at NASA. I've been an astronaut for
Wow.
almost 19 years now. I flew in space 2 times.
That's
so The
crazy.
first time was in 2008 on Space Shuttle Discovery. And then in 2013, I flew on a Russian Soyuz rocket and
That
lived
is
on Space
crazy.
Station for 5.5 months.
I've watched your
5.5
YouTube videos.
months?
You're
Oh my
basically an astronaut YouTuber. When you were doing your hair tutorial, I was like,
Oh
I wanna
my
follow along
God, look at
home,
that.
But I have gravity, so I can't. I love the video of you quilting in space. Are you familiar with Ariana Grande?
Vaguely.
Have you heard her song NASA?
Oh.
No.
That's okay.
I don't know.
I've never even heard of it.
There was this
think you
great
have.
interaction where the NASA Twitter account
you,
retweeted
next.
her when the song came out. We were just gonna get a
Yeah,
get
I'm
an
probably
astronaut's
not
opinion. No
very
worries. I'd love to know a bit more about why you wanted to be an astronaut.
I decided when I was really little that I wanted to be an astronaut.
Wow.
In 1978, they selected their first female astronauts. I was 9.
That's cool.
And it impacted me. The first 2 years as an astronaut candidate is a lot of training. We put a lot of stress on emergency training because if there was an emergency, you don't have time to really think about it. We actually do it here in this space station mock-up. The instructors will have different scenarios that they have us run through. So fake fire, depressurization of the space station.
fire would be
or a leak
terrible
of
up there.
ammonia. Those are the 3 main ones
That's
that
so
we have
scary.
to take immediate action. I think you would be silly to say you're not scared at all. You're strapping yourself on a rocket and going into space. But I think the training we have and the background we have, it's very tempered. You don't feel that fear when
Hey,
you're
if,
sitting on the
like,
launch
one
pad
thing went
because
wrong
you
when
have a
they were
job to
launching.
do, and you're there to do it.
I know.
My name is
Exercising in
Kimberly
space.
Jadwick, and I'm a countermeasure system instructor,
They said they
which
do
means
2
we train the
hours
crew on
every
how to
day.
stay
Yeah.
healthy when they're in space. One of the things people don't realize is when you're in 0G, your bones and your muscles aren't having to work as hard because you're not fighting gravity. And
Yeah.
you can lose up to 2% of bone and muscle mass per
Oh.
month, which is like having osteoporosis. They have 3
Per month.
pieces of exercise equipment to keep them healthy in space. They have a bicycle, they have a treadmill, and they have a weightlifting machine. What's
That's
different
cool.
about the bike in space is that there's not really a handlebar to hold on to, and there's not a seat. You have shoes that clip into the pedals, and you just hover above it and you cycle. We'll try the treadmill next. That's a little more
Wow.
challenging.
It's like a
to
regular
load them
bike
down
on
since
land,
they
I'm
would
sure.
float off of it
Yeah.
as we put the harness
But
on
look at
them,
all that
and we use
equipment they
these
have to
sponges
have.
here.
Like to keep them, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to
this is a lot of weight.
Exactly. There you go.
So is it gonna change its pace?
No. So we picked
Oh
them.
my gosh. We're going.
So it defaults to 3 miles per hour.
This is only 3 miles an hour. Okay.
Every time you hit page up, it's gonna go
Wow.
up 1/10.
Do you like Ariana Grande? What did you
She's
think?
asking everyone about Ariana Grande.
NASA.
That's funny.
I don't know if I heard that
You
one.
haven't heard NASA? How is no
Nobody listens to Ariana Grande. Michelle. Oh, she's showing out now.
Oh my god. The next one's the hardest one, right?
Yeah. We're going to use
Uh-oh.
the full-size bench, but I'm going to show
I'll
you
be
the
bench
0G
pressing.
bench first. They pull it up, and so you'll see this is not to
Wow.
support the whole body. They just need it holding their torso, and there's a belt that holds them to keep them from
Yeah.
floating off of it. What will make this a little awkward at first is because you have gravity, it's wanting to fall that way or this way, so you want to try to control it and make it go straight up and straight down.
Well,
Oh, is that straight up? No.
That's good, though. That's good.
Wow.
In 0G, you wouldn't be fighting the gravity part, so it'd be a little easier.
Oh my God, look at
so
those
bizarre.
machines.
It does.
So how does this work if there's no weight in space?
That is an excellent question. It works.
Like,
from
what
the-
is going on?
it is a piston.
You've got 2 vacuums up here at the top that you're working against.
Oh, vacuums. How long do astronauts exercise for every day?
They're scheduled 2.5 hours a day on exercise for 6 days a week. And then they use exercise not just to physically keep strong, but also as a mental break. I like to compare their day as reading an owner's manual for 8 hours
That's gotta
a
be
day.
crazy.
This is
You-
Peggy
you-
Whitson. She's our record
you
breaker
probably go
for
crazy
flying
up there.
for the longest period of time.
How long was Peggy in space?
She was one of our 1-year astronauts.
Holy moly.
I can't imagine spending a year on the International Space Station.
For my first flight, I did not
That is
have
a
a
long time.
family. For my second flight, I did, so there's that aspect in it. I'm married
Yeah.
to an astronaut, and so I've seen it from both sides. It is definitely easier from the side of the person who is flying into space because you are so focused on the job. As the family, it's harder. When I went for my long duration flight, my son was 3. Part of making it easier was making sure that he was comfortable with me going. To do that, we tried to never make it a negative thing that mommy was going to be leaving. We would show him the space station flying through the sky. Mommy's going to go live there. The days
That's
went really, really fast.
crazy.
It does get hard, but I think we as
Don't cross Sarah.
learn
It's okay.
to compartmentalize quite
Kinda
a
like
bit.
the
You have
military
to.
when they leave
Space
for a
can
long
be
time,
really
you know?
stressful,
Yeah.
and we want food to be a positive experience for the astronauts while they're in orbit. I'm Ryan Dowdy. I'm the ISS Food System Manager, and I'm on the team here at Johnson Space Center that helps get all the food to the International Space Station. Right now,
Oh, this
the
is a cool
ISS
part.
Food System has about 10 different standard menu
I hear they have,
containers
like,
that the
really
crew
good
is
food.
able to eat from at any given time,
Yeah,
as well
better than
as
MRE.
one crew-specific menu specifically made for you, and then you get one container for coffee or tea. Today, I've picked out some of our perennial favorites that the crew have so that you can try.
Yes.
The first thing that I want to pull out is the shrimp cocktail. Those are freeze-dried
Shrimp
shrimp.
cocktail.
Oh my god.
Freeze-dried
Feel how
shrimp.
lightweight that is.
It is.
Food is about 90% water, and after we freeze dry that here in the food lab, it goes down to about 10% moisture. This makes it shelf stable so that bacteria can't grow and spoil the food. After we freeze dry it, it gets about a 3-year shelf life.
What?
Golly, yeah.
What am I holding? How old is this?
Let's see, this was packaged at the end of 2017. So we're gonna rehydrate it, and you can let us know how fresh it tastes.
And I'm not gonna get sick?
You're not gonna get sick.
What if he's like, I don't think so.
Why can't we just feed someone nutrition bars? And the answer is,
funny.
have you ever tried to eat Cliff Bars for 6 months at a time? For crew, it's been found that variety is incredibly important. Keep them interested in the food, because if it doesn't
So what
taste
is he
good,
putting in there?
the
Water.
astronauts are gonna stop
That's
eating.
it? Just
they're
water?
gonna lose
Water,
weight,
yeah.
and we can actually experience mission failure.
So when Ariana Grande released her song NASA,
I'm a big Ariana Grande fan.
Oh.
To me, it said, this is our generation. We're doing incredible things, and we're going into space. And on top of that, we're starting the commercial crew program and launching crew from the United States for the first time since 2011, which is pretty awesome.
So,
was the deepest interpretation of that song that I've heard.
oh,
So this is our shrimp cocktail.
And this was cooked 2 years ago.
Yes, bon appetit.
I would be nervous to eat it.
it's actually really good. I already know what she's gonna say.
What the heck? I'm really impressed. I was honestly expecting to eat Cliff Bars.
It's
This
so
is
important
great.
to have good food in space. One of our other favorites is macaroni and cheese.
You guys made it homemade and then freeze-dried it.
Yes, all of this is from scratch.
It's so
That is
crazy.
some like grandmotherly love right there.
All of it is from scratch. We put
Dang.
a lot of love into all the food.
could
that
probably
goes up
actually
to the
bodybuild
International
up there.
Space Station.
I mean, it sounds like you
And
could do
eat a lot and get swole.
Oh my God. It tastes like homemade mac and cheese from like a really awesome 5-star diner.
Finally,
my
we're gonna finish
gosh.
with one of the favorite crew member desserts. This is cherry blueberry cobbler.
Ooh. Cherry blueberry cobbler.
Wow.
What do you think?
Girl, you know what I'm thinking. This is great. He's over there like, what do you think? And you know it's great, yeah.
Why didn't she say girl though?
Oh my God, what's going on?
So inside the spacesuit, there's a 4 psi delta between inside the suit and the vacuum of space. As opposed to putting you in a full suit and putting you in a vacuum
Vacuum.
chamber, this is an alternative way to do that.
So this is just simulating like feeling the pressure. Oh my God.
Feeling the pressure of, working in a pressurized glove.
Wow.
I'm the deputy system manager for the current suit. So my job is to make sure that the astronauts have the right size of suits, and then if anything breaks or needs adjustment, figuring out how to fix that or help the
Wow.
astronauts to make those
crazy.
adjustments.
It's like-
So this is one of the tethers that they have on space station. One half will go to your person on your spacesuit, and the other half to the space station. You have to push the button in on both sides, and then kind of swing the bottom in.
Without that spacesuit, I bet it would crush your head.
There you go.
And back.
Try
It's,
to-
just,
yep.
it's probably a lot harder.
Space.
8 hours
There
of
you go.
this. Okay.
The true test is just a nut and a bolt, something that everybody's seen and has around their house. Fine motor skills are difficult
wow.
and really fun to do it in the gloves.
So people do this in space.
There are very intricate tasks that the astronauts have to do.
Look at that.
This is like
Yeah.
being in a mascot uniform while asked to like draw a perfect circle.
It looks funny when their
Insane.
hands in
Okay,
there.
I have to get this. I'm sorry.
Oh, she's got it.
If the hardest thing I do during astronaut training is put a nut on a bolt, that is saying something about the attention to detail astronauts.
Sorry, the dogs are fighting.
We're being controlled
Lucy.
by the mission control centers around the world, Houston, Moscow, and I never had a moment
Stop.
where I didn't trust what they told me. If our laptop showed a warning that something was wrong and they called up and said no action, I completely trust that they have everything under control and I don't need to do anything. There was never a trust issue with that. And crewmates as well. We're doing this as a team. It's not an individual effort.
That's a lot of info.
And so you have to
really be on top of it, though.
It literally looks like it does in the movies. When I told people I was doing this video and getting to come to NASA, everyone's like, oh, were you doing that thing where you spin around? The multi-axis trainer.
Yeah.
And we learned that that's not even a part of astronaut training.
No.
Why is that in movies?
Yeah.
The
To make it
first
look cooler.
astronauts, Mercury, Gemini, they did that training, but we don't do that now. A lot of films are more science fiction than fact. There's a lot of misconceptions. I think there's too many to name them all. Just understanding that we're just people who happen to be going to space. I don't know how you change that.
Spacewalking.
Paul Valley. I'm the project manager
There's
here at
so
the
many
Active
parts
Response
in this.
Gravity
This is so
Offload
cool. She
System.
got to go to like all
Argos
these
is a
different
robot
sections.
that simulates reduced gravity.
Yeah.
And so that means we can make you feel like
Don't
you're
remind me.
weightless.
No, I'm just kidding.
We can make you feel like you're in lunar gravity on Mars. So we'll hook you
that's
up
cool.
into our harness right here.
I wonder
get
what
the
lunar
system
gravity
going
is.
for you,
Oh, the moon?
and right off the bat, you're going to be placed into weightlessness, and you'll be training like an astronaut doing EVA on the space station, doing like a spacewalk out there. So this is the harness you're going to be in, and then you're going to get hooked up to this gimbal up here.
Oh my gosh.
And this is what's going to connect you to Argos.
I'm so excited.
That would be fun.
I never
Like
got
this
to
is
go
a
to
workout
space
and they
camp as a
have to
kid.
do a work 2 hours a
This
day
is
and
your
work
moment
out
then.
still.
Yeah.
This is even better than space camp. Kids there don't get to do this system. We
Oh,
do
we,
a lot of astronaut training for like specific
we have a space
tasks,
camp in Alabama.
For example, repairing something
Cool.
where when they
But
push
he said
off, they're
kids don't
floating
get to do
away.
this.
We also do a lot of motion tracking and have them walk in lunar gravity, for example.
Do movies ever use this system for stunts or motion capture?
Not stunts or motion capture, but we have had some experiences of what spaceflight is like. First Man was in here and had all the casts in here to do
That's amazing.
various training. All right, Tyler, I'm gonna have you enable vertical.
Is it scary? Like, should I be scared? No.
I don't think so. If you just push off
What if he
and
just-
float away, then, you're gonna keep floating forever.
You cannot
so.
do that. You should probably sign a waiver for
Launch
that
strike.
stuff.
Today.
All right, Tyler, let's drive up in fine. And Ty, you can go up in course. And you can hold there. So you're gonna notice you have some ability to move. And if you grab that table, you can kind of pull your head down a little bit and send your feet up. Or you can push off and go back to neutral. All right, are you ready?
I want to do that.
I guess.
So what I'm gonna do first is I'll bring you over to this mock-up right here. And then all these yellow handrails we have all around, those are what you're supposed
We
to
might could be
grab
able
and
to
touch as
request
an
to
astronaut.
do this, make a video like this.
Oh my god, this feels
But, like,
so weird.
Think about doing that in a spaceship.
It feels like exactly like
Suit?
it
one of
looks
those
in the
huge
movie.
suits. Like,
So
oh
you
my
want to keep your
goodness.
body moving nice and slow. So we have speed limits set that if you go too fast, we're gonna lock the brakes on you. We train our astronauts not to move fast. And you'll notice as you get going, you have to use the same amount of energy to stop yourself because you're already floating.
No.
So if you have a spacesuit on and you weigh now, 600 pounds worth of mass, and you're trying to move outside
That's
the
what I
International
was
Space Station, when you try to stop your body, you have to control all of that mass.
Being in this, I kind of forgot for a moment that this side is like the side of it.
If you
and
fell
not the
down
floor.
in
Yeah,
space, you
in
probably
there's
wouldn't
no
be able to get
true
back up.
floor or ceiling, right?
There's something
I'm
like
serious.
this feels,
That's
like,
why she was
really
talking about the movie
graceful
earlier,
and
where
beautiful
his
about
hands like this
even
and
though
she
I probably
usually
don't.
goes in space.
You're looking pretty good, actually.
But I mean, like, if you're walking,
more graceful than some other people.
like on the moon,
Am I more graceful than Ryan
fell?
Gosling was when he came to
He was
do this?
pretty good.
He was pretty good. Yeah, he's probably pretty good.
Yeah, he was a natural
okay.
under gravity. I can see why they chose him for Neil Armstrong.
Were you here when he was here? You got to meet Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
Oh, she's like fangirling. That would be me too. Could be Ryan Gosling.
I'm right here.
Oh.
You don't need Ryan Gosling.
Okay, Austen.
The Argo system was honestly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I can't believe I got to do that.
That's pretty
There's
cool.
something really magical about feeling weightless and having the space around you be fully inhabitable. And it just kind of felt like a
That's
mental
crazy.
weightlessness as well, which was really cool.
Cool.
So now I'm going to experience lunar gravity,
Oh,
which
that's what
is
you're
very minimal gravity, being able to
That would
jump
be
really
cool.
high very easily, but still come back down to the ground.
So you are now in lunar gravity. So right now you weigh 1/6 of what your normal body weight is.
You can.
Oh my gosh.
Dude. What if
Now
we,
that would be fun.
What if we had lunar gravity on the Earth here?
Oh.
Literally feels like you're Spider-Man.
That would be cool.
Wow. But remember, you have that space suit on too.
Yeah.
So another fun thing the science do is push-ups in lunar gravity.
Push-ups?
Yeah. You can always do the one-handed.
Being an astronaut is so easy. Being an astronaut is really hard.
That looks cool.
Yeah.
Oh no!
What'd she do?
She hit her.
Am I going to outer space now?
So
I'm so sorry.
You hit her upper safety stop.
Okay.
You jumped
hit
too
something.
hard.
I superheroed too hard.
I was like, oh shoot! I thought she hit her head.
Taste of what it's
I
like
thought she did
train
too.
to go to outer space really taught me.
She
a
got
lot
so
about myself,
like
and I
many
think
cool
the
opportunities to
misconceptions
do.
I have
Like she
about
got
the
to do
things
like
I fear
everything. I
most.
feel like.
Because I mean,
Before this
like if
experience, I
you
thought that
do
space
PR
was
for people
this
and make videos, you
frontier
can do a
that
lot of
was
stuff.
Scary and unknown. What I
how
realized
cool
through
that
this
is, though.
experience and through a lot of my challenge videos is that the perceptions I have about these things are often wrong. Hearing Karen say that she is a human just like me really put things into perspective. Oftentimes we look at our heroes and put them on this pedestal like they're separate and different from us. And at the end of the day, we're all just human. And if someone else can overcome their greatest fears, so can I, and so can anybody. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up.
Thumbs
Comment below
down.
what crazy
I'm
challenges
just-
you've
I'm
done.
just
that
kidding.
was great.
Yeah, that was a
And
good
as
video.
always,
Good job,
subscribe
Michelle
to
Khare.
on More
That was
Adventures
really
Together.
good.
Also, huge shout out to these amazing participants in our house.
All right, well, that was good.
Michelle.
Michelle Khare trained like a NASA astronaut.
Now that was cool. She
I-
got so many opportunities
Yeah, but
to do.
I think, yeah. I mean, great video. I think when you go to space, it's a little more than 6 Gs, though. I think it's a lot more.
Austin, why she went to NASA? She got. The
I know.
exact
I'm not
facts.
bashing the video at
But
all,
like, why
Sarah.
would you just be like, meh?
I'm just saying.
But she, I mean, I feel like her information is very accurate. She went to NASA. She talked to all these people.
Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't.
But you said it was not more.
Can't
than
make
she's-
any comments without Sarah being a Karen over here. I'm gonna start calling you Saren.
Saren, okay,
Yeah.
Austin.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button.
I really liked this one. Like,
Yeah, it was a good one.
I really liked it. She did a great job.
She also,
and
I think,
I'm jealous.
I think we're gonna react to Michelle Khare tries U.S. Marine Corps boot camp as well.
Oh.
Yeah, she tried that. It's got almost like 10 million views. She got a Streamy Award, some type of Streamy Award for it.
Wow. Well, this
Yeah.
one's very, very good.
Yeah, they all are. I mean, she has a production team that makes good videos.
Yeah.
That's what I need. Coming next year. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next video. Austin Alexander. No. Austin Alexander.
And Sarah, signing out.
Signing out.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out the video, and thank you to Squarespace for being the sponsor. Squarespace is an online platform that allows you to build your bio, website, online store, or portfolio online. Whether you are a business owner, you sell products, you're a painter, a photographer, an artist, a videographer, Squarespace is there to help you get that stuff online. And if you sell products, Squarespace is there to handle it for you. If you want to showcase your art and your videos and your photos to the world, Squarespace is there to provide an online portfolio for you. They have search engine optimization tools, email marketing campaigns, different tools for posts on social media. They have literally everything. So when you're ready to check it out, go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Alexander to get 10% off your first purchase of a domain or website. And remember, Squarespace is your all-in-one platform to build a beautiful presence online.